You know that incredibly specific low-level rage you feel when you're setting up your living room? You finally get the TV perfectly mounted and then, well, your HDMI cable is like exactly 1 foot too short.
Oh, yeah, the absolute worst. I mean, it completely dictates the layout of your entire room.
Right. So, welcome to today's deep dive, where our custom-tailored mission for you is to explore the invisible infrastructure that actually solves this problem.
Yeah, so we're looking at a spec sheet today from HDTV Supply for something called the WolfPack 4K 60 Hz HDMI 2.0 separated active optical cable.
Right. It's quite a mouthful, but the detail that jumps right off the page here is that this single cable can flawlessly transmit massive amounts of 4K video data up to a staggering 100 meters. I mean, that is 330 feet.
It is crazy. You already know copper hits a wall over long distances, especially with, uncompressed 4K video at 60 Hz and high dynamic range.
Right, the signal just degrades.
Exactly. But what's fascinating is how this WolfPack cable physically bypasses that limitation.
Uh-huh.
It achieves an 18 gigabit bandwidth over those extreme distances.
Wait, 18 gigabits? That's what, like cramming essentially 4 full DVDs worth of data through a wire every single second?
Yeah, literally every second. And to pull that off with low latency, it uses a hybrid construction.
Yeah.
So it combines traditional copper with optical fiber.
Okay, I always picture standard copper cables as, a congested 2-lane dirt road. It works fine if you are just driving to the end of your driveway.
Right, for short runs, yeah.
Yeah, but optical fiber, that is a frictionless high-speed bullet train made of light. I mean, it's how the internet crosses oceans. So wait, I'm a bit confused.
What's the catch?
Well, if optical fiber is so superior, why are they bringing copper back into the design? Isn't that just like reintroducing the exact bottleneck we're trying to escape?
It seems counterintuitive, I know. But it comes down to a crucial detail in the spec sheet. This is an active optical cable.
Okay, active meaning it needs power.
Exactly. Fiber optics are incredible at transmitting data via light pulses, but they cannot carry electrical power. And this is where the mechanical magic happens.
Oh, wow.
The tiny HDMI plug itself actually contains miniaturized lasers.
Wait, really? Lasers inside the plug?
Yeah. It translates the electrical signals from your device into light pulses in real time, shoots them down the fiber, and translates them back at the other end.
So where does the copper come in?
The copper wires inside this hybrid cable are essentially just there to deliver the necessary electrical voltage from the source to power those built-in lasers.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, the copper powers the tech, and the fiber handles the lightning-fast data.
That makes perfect sense. So the fiber is the bullet train carrying the actual data, and the copper is just the electrified third rail giving the engine the power it needs to move.
That is a perfect analogy, yeah.
So we have the speed and we have the distance. But what are the real-world trade-offs here? Because, there is always a catch.
Well, in this case, the catch is in your wallet and in your wall outlet. But first, let's look at versatility, which is actually a point in its favor.
Right, the separated adapters thing.
Yeah, the separated part of the name refers to the included separated adapters. It comes with HDMI to HDMI, as well as HDMI to DisplayPort or DVI adapter.
Oh, nice. So it's highly compatible across a wide range of devices without needing extra dongles.
Exactly. But the real trade-off comes down to price and that active power requirement we talked about. The 10-meter version starts at $122.
Ouch.
Yeah. And if you want that full, 100-meter run, you're looking at $250.
So if you're listening to this and looking at your own TV setup, is it actually worth dropping up to $250 and dealing with the hassle of an active power requirement just to plug in a screen?
For your average living room, probably not.
Yeah, definitely overkill.
But commercial applications are a completely different story. Next time you are sitting in a massive sports bar and you see dozens of 4K TVs perfectly synced up.
Oh, right, showing the exact same live game without a millisecond of delay.
Yep, from a central control room, hundreds of feet away, you'll know it is this exact kind of hybrid fiber copper tech making it possible behind the ceiling tiles.
That is so cool. It really makes you appreciate the invisible infrastructure keeping our screens glowing.
It really does.
But it leaves me with one final thought for you to ponder. If transmitting today's 4K video already requires us to physically blend lasers and copper wires just to get a signal across a single building, what kind of extreme sci-fi physical infrastructure are we going to need physically buried in our walls when we inevitably move to 8K, 16K, and beyond?
Yeah, suddenly that too short HDMI cable in your living room doesn't seem like such a bad problem to have.